Hey everyone, it's Amy here with my weekly chat with Amy, and I'm so excited to connect with you today. You know, I only recently got started with this weekly show, and I'm absolutely loving connecting with you and building this incredible conversation around entrepreneurship and building deep connection with yourself and your vision and your audience so that you can make the impact that you want to make in this world while earning the income that you've always wanted. Today has been an incredible day so far. You know, I've been working with my team and I've been connecting with other entrepreneurs in other states and other areas. And, you know, I was thinking about this topic of really playing big, like really playing big in life and in business. And I see Olga. Hey, Olga. Thank you for joining. And really thinking about, like, what is it that really keeps you going and moving towards the direction of your vision? Right? So when I was thinking about this topic today, I was thinking about how the more I really deeply connect with my dream and my vision, like my bigger vision on a daily basis, the more alive I feel every single day, and the more I align what it is I'm doing with what I want to do as a bigger vision. So let me think of an example. So I remember this is a fun one. I remember back in the day, so I worked in the local media in the greater Seattle area for about 15 years, right? And I remember when I got to this point where I really wanted to do more public speaking. Like, I've been public speaking since I was a little kid, you know, and it's something I've always enjoyed doing. And at that time, while I wasn't needing to speak on a specific topic, I just wanted to speak on more stages and gain that experience and really become a better speaker. So at that time, I just decided, at the time, my bigger dream and vision was to speak on stages, right? That was it. Hey, Rebecca. And so what I decided to do was just let people know. And something that I teach my clients and I share with my colleagues and friends is that sometimes it's just about deciding and committing to it and then sharing your message with the world. So at that time, my world was mostly local, right? I worked with a lot of local businesses. I was working with a local lifestyle magazine called 425. It's an area code, an upscale area. And so I just started telling everybody, because I was really all about networking locally, that I am, right? Using the two most powerful words, I am. So I would talk to people and I would say, I am now offering speaking services, right? It's not like I had it all figured out. It's not like I really even thought that people would necessarily choose me to speak at their event or MC a big fundraiser gala or anything like that. I just confidently let people know what my vision and my dream was to speak on stages, right? So I am now offering speaking services and then having a call to action to follow it. So I remember talking to this guy, Nathan. This is the one that always comes to mind. We were having a meeting based on advertising and marketing, and he was with a company that owned this nice salon, this hair salon, you know, in Bellevue, Washington. And so I remember saying to him, I am now offering speaking services. So if you or someone you know has an event coming up and you're looking for a really great MC and you would be willing to consider me, I would love to connect with you or the event planner, if you will, or the producer of it, and see if I'm a good fit for it. And in the past, I would have never done that because I had this limiting belief that the only people that get hired to be these MCs are people that are like local celebrities, right? Maybe they write a column in some local newspaper, or they're one of the reporters on one of the TV stations, right? Or they do a local TV talk show, or maybe they, they host a radio show, you know, one of the radio hosts. And even though I came from that world, I wasn't one of the main hosts. Like sometimes I would do some voice work here and there in radio. Hey, Lena. And let's see who else is on here. I want to say hi to everybody who's joining me. So Olga, Lena, Rebecca. I know it's kind of a small group right now, but it's going to expand. I'm really, really committed to this, really providing generosity in the world. So to get back to my story, I was so committed to speaking, and I wanted to break through this limiting belief that I had to be well known to be selected to speak on stages. So just really being, first of all, clear with my bigger dream and vision, which was to speak on more stages, letting people know. I always tell my clients, just make some noise. Like, think about all the different communication platforms we have right now and let people know what it is that you are doing. Not, I'm going to try or hopefully it'll work out. It's like, I am doing this. I am now offering speaking services. And so what happened as even just in a grassroots way, this was before I had a big email list and a social media following, just one person at a time, I said, I'm now offering this, I'm now offering this, I'm now speaking, I'm now speaking. I started getting emails from people introducing me to people that were hosting big conferences and events, and that led me to meeting or hearing about a casting call. So get this. I was talking to this guy Nathan, and then he went on to email this guy, or forward an email to me that was all about a casting call to MC a big fashion event. I was like, ooh, fashion, that would be fun, you know? It would give me a chance to speak on a stage, plus get glammed up, which I love. And so I went to this casting call, this audition, and as soon as I got there, you know, I'm always talking about the power of deep connection, right? As soon as I got there, this guy looked at me, he said, hey, I know you. You're Amy Yamada from 425 magazine, you know, at the time. And I was like, yes, I am. And I had actually met him at a couple of events when I was working at a booth at an arts fair promoting the magazine, you know, and he remembered me. And so he walks me into the panel of judges. It's one of my favorite stories. He walks me in. He's like, this is Amy Yamada. She's fabulous. You're going to love her. She's with the magazine, blah, blah, blah. So he warmed up the judges for me. They handed me a script. I had like 2 seconds to read it over. And they said, pretend you're at Benaroya Hall, which is like the big hall for the Seattle Symphony, and speak to the audience, right? So I auditioned and I ended up getting this MC opportunity, and that led to so many other things. You know, now I actually collaborate. Once a year I have a whole different life where I go down to Hollywood and I connect with Eduardo Kawam and Naveen Heaton. They're like in the whole fashion world. And I still am at least one of the hosts of Metropolitan Fashion Week. So this one thing, right? I'm gonna bring it back here. Having a vision and a dream of something in your life, right? Whether it's your big vision and dream or something even this year that you would like to have happen, and just deciding, like just decide, and then make some noise. Start connecting with people. Let them know what it is that you wanna do, because you never know what doors are gonna open. Now, fast forward to today, and first of all, that led to me connecting with so many more people, getting more experience speaking on stages. I also get to have couture gowns like created for me to wear at these big events, you know, and it's added this kind of fun element to my brand. Even though that's not the core of what I do, it is part of the power of connection, right? And now this event is in Warner Brothers Studios every year down in Burbank, California. Over 300 media platforms show up for the event, and the event gives back in a big way. So why am I sharing this with you? It all comes down to being clear with what your vision and dream is, and then committing to it like this is definitely happening. This is definitely happening. It's just a matter of time. And if I fall down, I'm going to get back up. And when I fall, I'm going to learn from that fall. I'm going to be grateful for the fall because I'm going to learn from it. I'm going to get back up stronger, and I'm going to keep going. And the problem I see with not just entrepreneurs, but human beings is that like, oh, I really want to do this thing. Some people never even start, right? Just start and then decide how badly do you want this? Like, this is something I ask myself. If I have a bigger vision and a dream for myself, I just think, okay, I'm liking this vision and dream. How badly do I want it? Am I absolutely 1000% committed to it? Because if I am committed, and I'm going to go like, just totally go the distance. Just make it happen no matter what. If it doesn't happen in the time frame I want, so what? I'm going to keep going, right? So I just wanted to just check in with you. Hey, Kelly. Hey, Danielle. I want to check in with you and just see what is your big and crazy dream, right? And if you want to focus in on this year or just like the big, huge dream. I mean, I have a massive vision. I would love for you to, by the way, if you're loving this, just show me some hearts, show me some love, comment below. I'd love to see what is one of your big visions or your big vision and your big dream. And, I just want to be able to see them. So for me, I really am excited about just really expanding my message in the world, which is all about giving your vision a voice, right? So whatever your vision is, like whatever it is, just really digging deep and saying, you know what? I have this bigger vision for myself, and I'm here to give it a voice. I'm here to amplify it, right? So, I work with entrepreneurs, coaches, and service-based entrepreneurs. And if nobody knows about your vision, and if you're not enrolled in your vision, and if you're not giving your vision a voice, it's not going to happen, right? This is why I'm so passionate about this. Okay, let's see here. I want to see some of these comments. I get so excited about this. Okay, Kelly, that's right. Declare it. Yes, declare it. Lena, I hear you. I want to teach. Teaching yoga and Pilates helps me to help others feel good in their body. How can I coach love and use the power of physical movement to build and serve? Lena, this is a great question. Okay, so whenever you have and so many entrepreneurs also have this, so I'm so glad you're asking this question. When you have multiple passions and you want to use the different elements of expertise that you have, or you want to really allow these different elements to really just be in harmony with one another, what I would do is really think about what is the golden thread between everything that I'm doing. So what I would do if I were in your shoes is to think about yoga and Pilates and the benefits of yoga and Pilates, and also the power of physical movement to build and serve and coach love. And love, what does it all have to do to, what is the common thread, the golden thread? So whenever I think of yoga and Pilates and love and what the connection is, I think of it as really being one with myself and honoring myself and loving myself. And in order to also attract great love into my life, not only in the romantic sense, but love in the world, then I get to really tap in and center and practice self-love in order to attract love, right? So what I would do is really bring together the power of the oneness with my body and the oneness with loving myself in order to attract love. So when I would speak to people, I would say, I would introduce myself, Lena, and I wanted to really invite people who are wanting to attract great love into their life. Like if you're focusing on attracting, your ideal partner, I would say, and something I feel so strongly about is that if you do not love yourself, if you do not honor yourself and your body and your oneness, then how do you expect to attract great love into your life, right? Everything is a mirror, everything is a reflection. So if you're not treating yourself that way, why do you expect somebody else to treat you that way, right? So I would just really work on the messaging of bringing it together and even doing some storytelling of how you got there, right? So you can talk about yoga and Pilates and saying, the thing about yoga and Pilates is that when you're in those positions and you're really in the space of connecting your body, your mind, your spirit, and honoring yourself, there's something more than the physical movement that shifts within you, that expands, and that expansion is also an expansion of love. And when you do that, you attract great love. So it's all about power of storytelling. Carmen, so I hope that's helpful, Lena. Carmen, being a shark on Shark Tank. Oh my goodness, that would be incredible. So for Carmen, what I would say to you is just really manifest that. Really think about, okay, if I were to really meditate on seeing myself on Shark Tank, what would that experience be like? Who would I be connecting with, as the sharks? What kind of questions do I think they would ask me? What would I be presenting? If I were wanting to be on Shark Tank, I would actually allow myself to dream and visualize being there and actually put together a presentation even today. I'd say, today, and I would say it out loud so my subconscious mind could hear it, because it's all about the power of deep connection, right? So I'd deeply connect with my vision and actually act it out and say it out loud so that my subconscious being would hear me and hear it as fact. Oh, what's on my list to do today? It's to put together my initial outline for what I'm going to present to the sharks on Shark Tank, and actually really start thinking about that, visualizing it, thinking about what's in it for them, what would be the benefits to them if I were to present to them and offer them an opportunity to work with me. I would start talking to people about it. I want to be on Shark Tank. Actually, I would say I am going to be on Shark Tank. I am committed to that. I have a vision for it. I have an idea for it. I'm working on my presentation. I am, and put it out there in the world, because you never know when you'll meet someone who actually knows someone on Shark Tank. In fact, I know, Carmen, you and I are in this great 90-day challenge with the incredible Jesse Itzler and Shanda Sumter, and Jesse's wife, Sarah Blakely, the founder of Spanx, is going to be on Shark Tank. So there's already this 2 degrees of separation, right? So it's all about deeply connecting with your vision and sharing it with the world, and just say, I am going to do this, right? Just like I am going to write an international best-selling book. I am going to speak on bigger stages. I am going to give back to the world, and then as I become more specific, right, then it's amazing as I start really speaking into my vision and leaning into it, how things start to open up, opportunities start to present themselves to me. So, let me just see here. Awesome, Carmen. LG, hey LG, rocking out. You rock it out. That's awesome. Thank you, Lee. Oh, okay, keep like scrolling. Rebecca, my vision is to touch as many lives with the power of harmonious communication. Awesome. So again, the more specific you can be, Rebecca, the better off you'll be. So what does that look like? What are the details? Like what is that vision about, and why is that important to you? And journal about it and create a vision board about it, and really think about like just really believing that you can. So this is something else that I've been talking about, and I just want to make sure I'm seeing these threads, is whenever you are thinking about your vision and connecting with your vision, it's about first enrolling yourself. You got to first enroll yourself, because if you do not believe in your heart of hearts that what you're visualizing is possible, then it's hard for you to really put yourself out there in a way that it's going to happen, right? So, and I get, like, I can feel it right now. Sometimes you might be thinking, like, sometimes this is what happens for me. I have this big idea, and then I have this racket that's like, really, Amy, do you really think you could do that? Why don't you just stay here where it's comfortable and safe and you can have a blanket, just like, and it's, my rackets are just here. It's like the inner critic. It's just here to keep me safe and small and comfortable. So it's not that the racket is like trying to like sabotage me, even though it is, right? It's just there to keep me safe. And so what I get to do is say, you know what? I'm going to do it anyway. I'm going to do it anyway, because here's why. I'm here on this planet for a limited time, and I want to play. I'm committed out of my mind to play full out while I'm here. So if I have a vision and a dream and I decide that I want it badly enough, I'm going to do it. Like, I'm absolutely going to do it, because that's how I feel about really going the distance, right? Lena, golden thread, love that. What is the common thread? Okay, yes. Okay, that's what I feel too. One within, yes, centered, love, and harmony, beautiful. Okay, awesome. Yeah, Lena, great. So you can totally use that and kind of riff on that. Think about how you want to talk about what it is you do. So this is something else I'm really passionate about. Messaging is everything, right? So whatever your vision is, if you're, most of you, I'm sure, if not all of you, are entrepreneurs. That I also talk to people who have they're wanting to create a movement in the nonprofit world. So whatever your vision is, it's just about thinking about how to convey that message. If you can learn how to articulate your message with confidence and passion and enthusiasm, it's not just about what you're offering, it's about you. Like, they will be highly enrolled by you and who you show up as. And when you step into that place of leadership and inspiration, like it's about being enrolled in you, and also always thinking about what's in it for them and why should they care. Yes, Kelly. Okay, I'm just gonna check here. I get so caught up in this chat with you. I feel like I could do this for hours. It's so much fun. Okay, so I'm good on time. Okay, Kelly, I want to bring the power of meditation and yoga to the masses in a big way through my Dharma Bridge awareness coaching program, and also through writing. I also want to be the voice in the movement to end racism. Awesome. So Kelly, yeah, this, I so see this for you. And I've had the honor and privilege of connecting with you one-on-one, and you have such a gift to share with the world, right? So what I would like to invite you to do is, instead of saying, I want to, just, again, I am here, right? So all of you can write this down. I am, right? Where if you're committed out of your mind to bring your message into the world and to create a ripple effect, just do it and use the words I am. So Kelly, I invite you and all of you to say I am. So for you, Kelly, instead of saying I want to, just say, I am bringing the power of meditation and yoga to the masses in a big way through my Dharma Bridge awareness coaching program and through writing. And I am, right? You say, I always want to. I am the voice of the movement to end racism, right? Just stand like, you can even do a power stance, right? Just stand like a hero to say, I'm doing this, right? I am here to end racism. I mean, it's just so powerful. Love it. Carmen, I'll be a shark, not a participant, just like Sarah. Oh, yeah. I love it. So, Carmen, yes. So, yeah, be a shark on Shark Tank. Why not? I was thinking about you presenting, but why not? How great would that be? I've thought about that. I think about Barbara Cochran, who's on there, and I remember her talking about how when she invests in an entrepreneur, they become like her family, and she flies them out to her, ski house or lodge in, I think, Colorado or something. But I just remember watching, there was this one show where she was just kind of storytelling about how she gets to really empower these entrepreneurs on that level. And I was like, oh yeah. So Carmen, maybe we can be on it together and invest in some awesome entrepreneurs down the road. Okay, Lee. Oops, I always do that. Okay. I'm in the process of creating a premium tennis and fitness brand where high-end celebrities are my ideal clients. Yes. Yes. And the power of I am, right? Like, I'm in the process of this. So you get to go out in the world and tell people that, because you never know who you could collaborate with. So this is, okay, this is another thing that I really want all of you to hear. It's not all on your shoulders to do everything. I used to think everything was on my shoulders, like I have to do everything, or if I want it done right, I need to do it myself. And then I started to tap into the power of community and the power of team. I actually doubled my team this year that's working with me for my company. And in order for me to make the impact that I get to make the world, which I am committed to, it takes a team, right? It takes a village. And it also takes support and guidance and accountability. So really, the best investment I have ever made, and I'm not just saying this because I am a coach and a mentor, the best investment I've ever made is to find a great coach and a great community to be in. You know, I have a great coach and incredible community, and I feel so blessed for that. And it helps me also practice what I preach, right? If I'm going to invite someone to become my client, then I should be able to say, you know, like, I believe in coaching. I have coaches too, you know what I mean? So yeah, so definitely surround yourself with the right team, the right people, and then you can thrive. Hey Beth, hey Sloan, Rebecca, yes, enrolling myself in the vision, yep, enroll yourself. Anytime, okay, this is also for you entrepreneurs who are creating new products or packages, if you're creating a new group program or a VIP intensive package, right? Or maybe you have a premium private coaching package. Before you start offering it to someone out there in the world, enroll yourself in it. Enroll yourself. Like what I do is I start thinking about what kind of service, like what kind of package can I offer that will make a bigger difference for someone. So instead of thinking, I've got to make a package because I need to make more money and I need to make more sales, that is not the mindset you want to be in, right? It's I'm creating a new package that's going to make a difference for someone or for a group of people. And so when you focus out and focus on making a difference, then there's a different shift of energy within when you're creating the package. So when I start doing that, like recently I created a new VIP intensive training package, and I cannot wait. Like I have a group of people that are actually going to be one-on-one, you know, working with me in this intensive. And I'm so excited about it because at first I was like, oh, this is a whole new package at a really premium level. And I had my own rackets in my head about like, do I think anyone's gonna like really invest in this? And it was just my own limiting belief and me not fully valuing myself and my expertise. I will always be transparent with you, right? Like I was like, oh, and it's funny because I've offered bigger packages. Oh, you know, I need to problem solve this really quick. Battery is dying. Hold on one second. Don't mind me. This is like all about the live experience, right? Okay, problem solved. So when I created this VIP intensive package, at first I was like, I don't know about this. Like, who do I think that I can have somebody work with me in this intensive way and really make sure that I'm providing the value and helping them achieve the results? And I thought, no, wait a minute. Think about all the people I've been able to help over the last few years. Think about the difference that I've made for them. Think about how when I've taught someone how to write deeply connecting copywriting in emails, how they went from having nobody responding to them from their email list to having 20 people in a week respond to them, and then them enrolling, you know, X amount of people into their program to the tune of $20,000 or $30,000. Like, do I think that's worth a premium offering, right? And it just was one of those things where I was like, of course it's worth it. And I think about how I have invested so much in my own growth when it comes to coaches and programs. And I'm like, you know what? I'm so committed to helping them, and I will do whatever it takes to empower them as long as they're open and coachable. So I started to enroll myself in the package and offering before I started talking to people about it, because I would be out of integrity if I didn't believe in my heart of hearts that I could help people. So yes, enroll yourself in your vision, enroll yourself in what you offer, enroll yourself in who you're showing up as in the world. And if there's things that are not working for you, then just notice where you get to shift, you know, that's it. So Kelly, I am. Yes. Nicole. Oh, hey, Nicole. Nicole's a pulley. Okay. Her goal and dream. I am going to empower and encourage others onto living their strongest, healthiest, happiest lives possible while helping people grow in confidence and find their, I don't know why I stopped there. So Nicole, yes. And Nicole, you have an incredible background. Like I remember when you introduced yourself to a group that you were in with me, and I was like, oh my goodness, this woman has done so much. Like I just see you as someone who is so on the cusp, like you're on the edge of just like really making it big. So yeah, you totally get to do that. Lena, totally. Enrollment in my own vision is critical. Ashley, hey Ashley, good morning. Yeah, so just really think about this today, you know, think about how even on a daily basis, right? The other thing that when it comes to like living your biggest dreams and visions, it's about, okay, take a step back, look at the big picture, right? And then really thinking about what can I do today that contributes to this bigger picture, right? It's like a puzzle. Like what piece can I put into the picture today? What piece can I put in there? And every single day is life. It's not tomorrow. It's not, I'll do this when I have enough money. I'll do this when I have more time. I'll do this when I have this additional credential or what have you, right? It's just about what can I do today, even a baby step towards this bigger vision. Because imagine if you did one little thing every day for a year, and then you had 365 things done towards this bigger vision, right? Bex, hey Bex, life is now. Yes, life is now. So here's something you can do. Okay, if you're in a place where you can write something down, like think about, I'm gonna do this too. Think about like one big vision that you have for 2017. Like I would love for everybody to post if you have one big thing. They're like, if I could be celebrating, I know Bex, you and I went through this exercise recently. If I could be celebrating with all of you at a New Year's Eve party, so December 31st, 2017, we're all at a New Year's Eve party, we're like high five, we're like, oh my gosh, how was your year? We're celebrating. What's one thing that you would love to celebrate above everything else? So get out your notebook. See, it's backwards. Life is always now. It's so funny, Bex, you said that. Life is always now. Get out a notebook and you can think about what's one thing that if I could celebrate, and I would love for you to post it too. So if you could think about it right now, think about one thing, post it below. And then once you've written down that one thing that you would love to be celebrating at the end of this year, I would love for you to think about, okay, what's one thing I can do today that would contribute to that celebration by the end of the year? What's one thing? I mean, it could be in your business, right? It could be like, gosh, I really want to speak on one stage this year, right? I want to speak on one stage. That one thing could be researching online events that have stages in front of your ideal audience that would be ideal for you to speak on. It could just be researching for 15 minutes, right? It could just be researching. Or if you're wanting to meet the love of your life, right? Say, what's one thing I could do? You know, is it to have a profile created, or talking to a love coach? You know, I'm connected with a lot of great relationship coaches, by the way. So if you need recommendations, let me know. Or if you're like, you know what, I really want to lose 20 pounds this year, right? What's one thing I could do today? I could work out today, not wait till Monday, not wait till January, work out today, right? So Ashley, I have 10 amazing, now it's going fast, I love this. Top goal for 2017 for Lee Garrison, move to the West Coast. Awesome. So Lee, what's one thing you can do today that contributes to you moving to the West Coast? Is it research on where you're going to live? Is it researching like, apartments, or like just like really thinking about like what kind of area do you want to live in, or who can you connect with in that area, or what is it that you're going to be doing there? Like just, it could be journaling about it. It doesn't even have to be like, it can be journaling, it could be meditating on it. Ashley, I have 10 amazing 12-month coaching clients. Great. So Ashley, what's one thing that you can do today that contributes to that? I mean, what if you enrolled a client today? What if you thought of one person, you're like, I remember that person that I met at that event, or a past client that while they worked with me for a while, they didn't quite get to their ultimate goal. And I really still see that for them. What if you made a call today and you enrolled one client out of your 10, right? Just one phone call. Bex, hey. Kelly, in 2017, I'm creating an interview series on waking up and getting woke, on ending racism, freeing oneself from any emotional baggage, Yeah, awesome. This is beautiful. This is beautiful. So Kelly, so what's one that you can do today, even a baby step towards this vision, right? So, so for me, okay, so I'll share one of my things that it's really kind of different than anything I'm working on right now, but I am committed to it, which is, I am committed to writing a book with, I know I mentioned earlier today, Eduardo Kawamis. He's one of the most inspiring people I know. He's someone who, when he says that he's going to do something, he does it. And we've been talking about, like, I am committed to writing a book with him on his life story, because deep in my heart, I believe that this book will save lives. Just his life story is so incredible. I mean, anytime I learn more about his life story, I'm like, the world needs to hear the story. The world gets to hear the story, because there are so many people that are battling depression, or they are in a community that doesn't accept their choice, not their choice, but their way of being. And like, there's just so many things that I just feel like if he could just get his message out into the world, it would save lives. So my point is, we've already made a decision to start writing the book in November. And what's one thing that I can do? So I'm going to be thinking right now, like, what's one thing I could connect with him so we can keep that connection going, and just check in and just start thinking about, like, planning more specifically where we will be writing. I think he's going to fly up here to Seattle. And anyway, do you see what I'm saying though? It's just like, what's one thing I could do today? What's one thing? I also have a very big goal in my business right now, right? A revenue goal. I'm committed to doubling my business from last year. So what's one thing I can do to make that happen? It's about making phone calls, connecting with entrepreneurs. Who can I make a difference for, right? Ashley, today I'm going to have a photo shoot done for my new website. Awesome. Oh, that's going to be awesome. Kelly, I'm working on a list of possible speakers. Yes. Lena, I'm celebrating 13 amazing women in my VIP program and meeting my amazing man. Oh, so we're celebrating that New Year's Eve, right? The one thing I can do today and find my golden thread. Oh yeah, find my golden thread, communicate from my heart, and write an email. See, so this is what I'm talking about, right? Allowing yourself to dream big, deeply connect with yourself and your vision, and then doing something about it, putting it out there in the world, even just being here right now and telling me, declaring it. Because once you declare it, like, yeah, give me some hearts and some love if this is all landing with you. Once you declare it, like, and actually say it out loud to someone, let alone saying it out loud to a group, it's really vulnerable to do that. And anytime I have declared it to a group, I'm just in it. Like, I'm in the zone to do whatever it takes to make it happen. And it's exciting and scary, and I get anxious, and I have all these rackets that come up that still say, really, Amy, do you think you're the one who could do this? And I'm like, yeah, I can. I just start to breathe life into it. And the more my soul and my true authentic energy takes over this racket, it's like, I've got this. I can totally do this. And if I get stuck, I'm not going to stay stuck, because I'm so committed out of my mind to make it happen. And I have people around me, and I've got coaches and a community around me that I can tap into at any time to say, hey, I'm stuck right now, and I'm committed to my goal and my vision, and I'm open and coachable. So if you could help a sister out, let me know what I'm supposed to be doing here. That would be really great, because I'm in it to win it. Let's go. So, okay, I'm just gonna really should have I don't know why I can't see a clock on my phone when I do this, but okay, well, I'm over time. Okay. So I just want to say thank you. I'm going to wrap it up on that note. I'm going to say thank you so much for joining me for this week's Chat with Amy. If you've loved this is my ask. If you could share it, because I would love to invite more people to join Chat with Amy every Thursday at 10 a.m. Pacific. I'm here to really just support you and just empower you to really tap into your biggest dream, your biggest vision, deeply connect with yourself, deeply connect with your vision, and then deeply connect with your audience so that you can make the impact you want to make in the world, and you can create the income you've always wanted to live your best life. So sending you so much love. Yes, thank you. You're welcome. And have a great day, and I'll see you next week. Mwah. Bye.